Upper Peninsula English, also known as Yooper English, or colloquially as Yoopanese, is a variety of American English native to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Upper Peninsula English is considered a subset of North Central English, an American regional dialect, or set of dialects, in transition. Although spoken throughout the UP, it is primarily spoken in the western UP, and not all residents use these features. Equally important is the fact that many of these features are found throughout the upper Midwest, especially in northern Wisconsin and northern Minnesota, and to a degree in the northern lower peninsula of Michigan. Yooper differs from Standard English primarily because of the linguistic background of settlers to the area. The majority of people living in the Upper Peninsula are of Finnish, French, Canadian, Cornish, Scandinavian, German, or Native American descent. Yooper is so strongly influenced by these areas' languages that speakers from other areas may have difficulty understanding it. The Yooper dialect is also influenced by the Finnish language, making it similar in character to the so-called Ranger speak spoken in the Mesabi Iron Range in northeast Minnesota. Almost half the Finnish immigrants to the U.S. settled in the Upper Peninsula, some joining Scandinavians who moved on to Minnesota. Phonology and phonetics. The Yooper accent follows the local north-central pronunciation system, but with the following noticeable additions. Tendency towards intonation that stresses the first syllable of each word, which is an influence of Finnish spoken by many immigrants in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, with sometimes becomes v, for example, kiven, the Q. This is an example of language transfer, where immigrant languages have affected the variety of English spoken in the area. This feature is especially found among residents born before 1950 and in the western region of the UP. Replacement of dental fricatives, th and theta, like in this and that, with alveolar stops, d and t, so then becomes den, etc. The word about is sometimes pronounced is with a short a, replacing the ing at the end of certain words with in, or with the Cornish characteristic of just n and ins, cocaine or walk. Lexicon and grammar. Use of German, Scandinavian ja as ye or yes, often spelled ja. Ending of sentences in a. Used at end of sentences with the expectation of receiving an affirmative response, or as another word for who, or to add emphasis to a statement that's a pretty dress. A is often associated with Canadian English. Hair is used interchangeably and perhaps more often among younger speakers. Common Finnish words are often used in conversation even if the communicants are not of Finnish descent. For instance, mitä when responding, what. Maitoa kahvia, lipa, poika, tito, hiva, piva, hivastit, isa it. Towards is favored over toward. The former is usually favored in British English while the latter is favored in American English. Words such as pank, chuck or chuk, choppers, swampers, pasty, bakery, make wood, snow scoop or Yooper scooper, and altered pronunciations such as grudge, crick, root, and roof may use the same vowel as soot and hoof respectively. Saying I'm gonna go by your house to mean I'm going to come by your house. In some cases, elation of to the has been observed, e.g., I'm going store, we went mall, and we go Green Bay. This is an influence from Finnish, which doesn't have the articles a, an, or the, and a preposition to is replaced by the elative and allative cases, which, being absent from English, have simply deleted.